Extremely confident. I mean, you were there, Mr. Reed. If you were a member of the jury, what would you decide? Huh?
Mr. Scott, it is not my job to form an opinion. Excuse me. So you take it.
Mindy, just remember, I am behind you all the way.
Keep me in suspense. What is it?
Kyle, I'm...
Excuse me, Mr. Sampson. I'm afraid we're going to have to go now. The court has reconvened. All right, yeah, in a moment. Look, officer, can't you give us just another minute here, please? All right. Thank you. Go on.
I need more than just a minute. It'll... You go on. It'll keep...
Are you sure? All right, well, whatever it is, you hold on to it. It looks like it's doing you a world of good. You look terrific.
I will hold on to it. Forever.
Okay, you take care of yourself here.
Mm-hmm. You too.
I'll be back soon.
I'm pregnant, Kyle. Carrying your child.
So consumed with a passion for getting revenge against Kyle Sampson. The reckless spending spree of Melinda Sue Lewis, using the ransom money, which could only have been gotten as a result of her conspiracy and her part in the plot to kidnap Kyle Sampson. The existence of the dated takeover papers for Sampson Industries, which amounted to no less than a death warrant for Kyle Sampson. And the sworn testimony by the husband of one of the accused, stating that he had seen Billy Lewis attempt to murder Kyle Sampson previously, months before the actual night in question. And last, and most damning of all, the sworn testimony and statements of more than a dozen eyewitnesses who saw the actual event itself, the attempted murder of Kyle Sampson by his own brother, Billy Lewis. These are more than common criminals. These are people who see themselves as special, who believe that they are somehow beyond the law. It is up to you to show them that they are not. The defense has tried to paint a picture of a devoted husband, a loving father, a successful businessman who somehow suffers from psychological problems, and a misguided, impetuous daughter who made a mistake in judgment that she now wholeheartedly regrets. Don't be intimidated by their money, their position, their power. Don't be coerced into feeling sorry for them. Don't let them escape and hide behind their mask of smug superiority. See them for what they are. Liars and thieves and murderers. You have been charged to listen to the facts. The facts point nowhere but to one conclusion only. Guilty as charged.
Where were you?
I had some things I had to take care of. What's been going on?
Scott just finished his closing arguments.
You mean they haven't been able to find Beth Raines?
No.
How's it look?
It doesn't look good for Billy.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but closing arguments are one of the few opportunities in a court of law that an attorney has to speculate, to propose his theories, and to sway with his passion and his rhetoric. Now, Mr. Scott has given a commendable performance, but...
Counsel will approach the bench.
What is going on here, Mr. Mahler?
That is Elizabeth Raines, Your Honor. I'd like to put her on the stand.
Your Honor, Mr. Mahler's case is closed.
You've had ample time to produce your witness.
Well, she's here, and her testimony is critical.
I'm afraid I can't allow it.
That is ridiculous, Your Honor.
You use that tone with me one more time, and I'll hold you in contempt. Now, the prosecution has delivered its closing statement. There will be no further testimony taken in this case.
Your Honor, I protest.
You can protest all you like, Mr. Mahler. The simple fact is you're too late.
Your Honor, would you please listen to reason?
I'm not going to warn you again. Now, step down. The defense will proceed with its closing arguments. Mr. Mahler?
Your Honor, the defense requests a 5-minute recess.
Request denied.
Your Honor, 5 minutes to adjust my closing statements. Now, is that asking too much?
Any objection, Mr. Scott?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. But I'll tell you one last time. Any further attempt to delay this trial, and my contempt charge will no longer be a threat. It will be a fact.
This court is in recess.
Billy's innocent.
He's been hypnotized by Largo. He's been programmed by an innocent.
All right, now you tell me everything that you know.
It's all over. I know it is. You heard what he had to say about us. They're gonna find us guilty.
No, they won't. They can't. You're innocent. You didn't do it.
I'm gonna go away. They're gonna take me away. We're not gonna be together again.
No, Mindy.
Kurt. Oh, my goodness.
I didn't get a chance to tell you. I saw Maeve earlier today.
How is she?
Well, her spirit's all right, but it's going to take quite a while before she's fully recovered.
So you didn't have a chance to talk to her?
No, there was something that she wanted to tell me, but I couldn't really find out what it was because I had to get back here.
Do you know what it was she wanted to say?
Well, no, not really. All I know is that whatever it was, it seemed to make her pretty happy, so that's what I know.
She can prove that they were controlling Billy's mind.
That's impossible. The judge refuses to hear her testimony.
But Billy didn't try to murder Kyle. It was David, Largo, and Infinity.
There must be something we can do.
There is. What I'm planning is somewhat unorthodox and may get me thrown in jail.
What is it?
I think I might be able to pull it off, though. But I'm going to need your help.
I brought you some light reading.
Thank you.
And it comes with the doctor's recommendation. I hope you don't mind that it's slightly used. It's the copy that I gave Claire. I've marked the important sections of it, made some notes in the margin.
Who wrote this? Movement. Life. The most wonderful feeling in the world.
Oh, Claire. Claire must have written that in there. What's wrong?
The baby's father doesn't know.
What? Well, what on earth are you waiting for?
The right time.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You have been recovering nicely enough to have visitors on a regular basis, so you and Kyle can have all the time that you need.
How did you know it was Kyle?
The moment he walked in the door, I saw the way you looked at him. And believe me, I know that look.
I tried to tell him, but... here I was in this bed, and the policeman was here in that awful trial. It just wasn't...
No, the timing was never right.
I wanted to be special. I wanted to be beautiful. I want Kyle to be so close to me I could feel his breath. Guess I'll have to give up that dream.
So, do you think you can do that?
I don't think we have any choice.
No. And remember, I can't stall them forever.
Well, look, do the best you can, okay?
Come on, what are we waiting for?
I don't know. Get going. Get going.
Kyle, you look exhausted.
It's so draining. Part of me wants it to be over real quickly, and the other part...
I know. It's so hard to believe that Billy might be guilty.
Yeah, I don't know whether the jury is having a problem with that, though. Look, honey, I'm going to go out and get a drink of water. I'll be back in a sec.
Kyle, we will be married. Just as soon as this is all over.
That'll never happen, Reva. There'll be no marriage.
There's not a damn thing you can do to stop it, Sally.
I'm not going to have to, once he finds out that Maeve is pregnant.
Baby secrets seem to be all the rage these days. Tell me something. You by any chance have that baby picture of Kyle? The one that was taken before he got that full head of jet black hair?
What were you and Jackson...
Not been able to prove is that there is any involvement whatsoever on the part of the accused. Now, first, let's analyze the crimes of Mindy Lewis. And involved in this together? And if they are indeed the hardened criminals, as Mr. Scott has painted them to be, then they made some very stupid errors. Now, just as Mindy Lewis is innocent of the charges that have been brought against her, so is her father, Billy. Billy Lewis is a victim as much, if not more so, than is Kyle Sampson. Both of them being victims of Infinity. The organization responsible for the kidnapping. The organization that masterminded the conspiracy. They took control of Billy's mind and they programmed him to kill his brother, Kyle Sampson.
Order. Order! Order! Mr. Mahler, may I remind you that your plea is temporary insanity?
Your Honor, as you know, temporary insanity means the momentary loss of control over one's own faculties and actions. Therefore, Billy Lewis, by definition, was temporarily insane when he aimed a gun at Kyle Sampson because he was hypnotized. Because he was under the absolute control of David Preston, of Largo, of Infinity. Because he was programmed to kill at a given signal. And that signal was the double rings, the symbol of Infinity. Order the court! Order the court!
Understand what Ross is doing.
Daddy, is that true? Daddy!
Order!
Do you really think it's possible, Kyle?
I don't know.
Let's have the order in this court or I will clear it. Order! Proceed, Mr. Mahler. But I caution you, you're on very shaky ground.
Now, I object, Your Honor. He is changing the defense.
Billy was controlled by Infinity, and I can prove
You
it.
can't object during the closing arguments, Mr. Scott. You know that.
But, Your Honor, what he's suggesting is ludicrous.
Well, that's his prerogative, Mr. Scott. Your point regarding the definition of insanity is well taken. Proceed, Mr. Mahler, but again, remember, with caution.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What's going on in here? Get those lights back on. Order! Order! Order in the court! Mr. Mahler, stop this immediately or I'll hold you in contempt.
Kurt, turn off the lights!
Mr. Mahler!
Get those lights off!
You are in contempt of these proceedings!
Just watch, Your Honor! Watch the screen and watch Billy Lewis!
Kyle's the target. Shoot when the symbol spins. Infinity. Kyle is the target. Kyle is the target.
That's true.
You have to tell him. Kyle has to be told that he's the father.
I can't.
He has a right to know. And take it from my past experience. The two of you should share the wonder and joy of the baby, whether you're going to be with each other or not.
And I'm afraid.
I know, but you don't have to be. If Kyle is half the man that I think he is, and you are the woman that I know that you are, that baby is going to have the best, most loving parents in the world. But you have to tell him. Tell him now.
Billy? Billy, what is it? What's wrong, Billy? Billy? It's me, Billy. It's Kyle.
Kyle?
It's your brother, Billy.
Kyle is the target.
Billy, what's wrong? What's happening? Tell me.
Kyle?
What?
He's the target.
Target? What? Billy.
Shoot when the symbol turns.
Billy, who did this to you, Billy?
Kyle.
Who did this? Who did this, Billy? Who?
Largo. Kyle. David Preston. Rings.
Rings.
Shoot
What?
when the symbol
What
turns.
about the rings, Billy? What do the rings
Kyle
mean? What do they mean?
is the target.
Did someone
Rings
hypnotize
are
you,
the
Billy?
Symbols.
Billy, did someone program you to shoot me when you see the
Kyle.
symbol, Billy?
Kyle.
Billy. Billy, you don't want to
Kyle
shoot me, Billy.
is.
Billy, I'm your brother.
Kyle
Billy, you don't want
is.
to shoot me, Billy. I'm your brother. I love you, Billy.
Kyle.
Billy,
Kyle.
you gotta love me
is.
back, Billy. You gotta love me back.
Kyle.
And we can beat him, Billy.
Kyle.
We can beat him. We can send him to hell, Billy.
Kyle.
I love you, Billy. Put the gun down, Billy. Put the gun down and love me back, Billy. I'm your brother.
Kyle is my brother.
Brother. That's right, Billy. That's right. I'm your brother. I'm your brother, Billy. Now love me. Love me back. Put the gun down, Billy. Billy, put down the gun.
I love my brother.
It's all right now, Billy. It's all right now. It's all right now, Billy. It's all right now.
You have to run.
This has been Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney's. Furs by Georgios Pappas of New York. Be sure to be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.